Hi everyone. So obviously we're back at the clearing, and today we're actually going to be trying to put up a Amazon kit greenhouse that we got in that space that we cleared specifically for that. The idea behind that is that although it's not its final resting place, it will give us a spot to put stuff. As you know, we have to move the camper every couple of weeks, and so we're trying to move as little as possible.
Yes.
Every time we do that. So the best way to do that is to get everything into somewhere that's relatively protected from the elements, hopefully from critters, and it just gives us a shelter to work from at the when we're here. So.
And somewhere to get the plants set up
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
little bit too.
And Mr. Remy's already got himself tangled in trees. So this is going to be an interesting project, but we'll put you guys on time lapse so you can watch that whole process. I will admit it was a bit of a schlep bringing that in here, but I mean, I managed. we did okay. So we're here, and we'll see how this goes. Apparently these kits are pretty easy to do, and they say one person can do it, but there's two of us and a dog to help. So. Or not help, as the case may be. So we'll catch you after. All right, so that's that.
That's just the greenhouse.
That's the greenhouse. So a couple of things about the build we found. The instructions were okay. I mean, but very small, and lots of detail on one graphic where they could have actually sort of split it up into steps or something. It wasn't that difficult to figure out, to be honest. They could have given you a better wrench, like they give you this tiny little wrench. But I mean, at least we didn't have to go and get tools, so that was a good thing. Remy, of course, was no help. Just kept getting stuck in trees. But it wasn't a bad build. I'm a little concerned personally. I don't like that the cover doesn't, once you sort of got it in place on one side, he's going to knock this camera over. He's literally digging right under the camera right now. He's after roots and things. He's been digging a lot today. But yeah, so that was my concern, is that it doesn't quite stay in the center. And I wish they have Velcro inside to hold on to the end, but I wish they kind of had Velcro down the center, because that would be helpful to do that. But I mean, honestly, for what we paid for it, which was $150, I think it was. Really, it's not a bad deal for a greenhouse. It does have windows on the side that roll up. It has a big zipper door that rolls up. Now,
I should point out too that it's sort of like translucent, because from here on video and even for me in the photos, it looked like it was actually solid green, and I was kind of having trouble comprehending how it was supposed to get a bunch of sunlight.
Yeah.
But so it actually is like translucent, like you can sort of see through it all the way through.
Yeah, and I mean, and it is quite thick material. Some of the little sort of quirky things that they do is they give you these little white tabs that go into the end of the poles to protect it. Those are really hard to get in without a hammer. We don't have a hammer.
But we don't have it on us
right now. Yeah, so, and again, like I said, it's not exactly on even ground either. The ground is horribly mushy, in case you didn't see that on the video. But yeah, so we've got it up. It's going to serve its purpose. I'm hoping that the guidelines hold it. Seems like we've got quite a wind coming, or on and off, apparently. Once again, third night in a row, we're going to see nothing of the Northern Lights.
Well, it could clear again. Last
yeah,
night
you never
it cleared.
know. It cleared.
We didn't see much of it. But
yeah, there was nothing to see, but it did clear. But yeah, so that's the greenhouse, and we'll touch base when we get back to the camper. All right, so that was building the greenhouse. So for those of you that are curious, that is the brand is Outsunny. They're quite popular on Amazon right now. Really only $150-ish Canadian, which was quite surprising. Yeah. I really expected it to be a lot more. It wasn't a bad build. I mean, like, it took us maybe an hour, and I mean, like, with we take some water breaks, and Grammy's tied up in a tree because he walks around wherever on his tether and getting hooked on everything. So yeah, I mean, maybe just over an hour.
Yeah,
I mean, like roughly. It wasn't hard at all.
I'm a little concerned about it blowing away in the night.
Absolutely. I mean, like, the wind was pretty strong, and
I mean, it's tied down pretty well.
Yeah, but you can see in the last sort of like bit of the time lapse, it was pretty pretty gusty there.
But in fairness, we haven't done. I mean, if you're doing the whole thing that they say in the instructions or whatever, we haven't actually done the burying part or whatever yet.
So you are supposed to bury, like, there's like an extra foot or so of the fabric that you're supposed to bury around the three sides, except for obviously the side with the zipper door. The interesting thing, what I have seen online, is a lot of people built like a wooden frame there instead, which, I mean, ultimately we would do, but right now it's a quick temporary cover and to protect things. Yeah. I'm a bit worried about how marshy and how watery it is there. We are putting down a tarp, and we're going to try and get some pallets in there, but of course we've got to hold them all in there, which is quite a schlep. Yeah. But we'll get there. We've got all our stuff to get in there as well, and Miss Pollock is just going crazy today.
Yes, she is.
But anyway, we actually had her up here briefly, and then a certain dog, no names mentioned, so he doesn't know he's fallen asleep on my knee again, decided that he wanted to play, and now she's
run off.
She's run off, and she's not interested.
Well, I've ushered her.
Well, we had to, kind of. Anyway, but yeah, so a great build, a really cool product. So far, like, it'll be good to see how it holds up. I mean, like, we're putting it to the test today because we sort of put it up, tied it down in a windstorm, and left it. So we'll see what happens in a couple of days. But yeah, we'll keep you guys posted on that. Again, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so that you know when our next video drops. And for those of you that haven't seen it, and if you have, check out our video on 28 ways that you can help support, and most of them are free, and we'll leave that link up here. So until the next video, guys, thanks for watching.